My name's Darragh McCullough and I wrote a book all about farming because I am a farmer. I eat, sleep and drink farming. From the day I was born and raised on a farm, I've done nothing but think about farming, work on a farm, milking cows when I was growing up, bringing in the harvest. So when somebody asked me, hey, why don't you write about this, put it into a book, I said, that's a great idea. So I wrote The Great Irish Farm Book. It's aimed at kids of all ages and all interests, whether they're interested in cute cuddly lambs or big green tractors, whether they're interested in the environment or they're interested in the technology, it's all in here. I want you to feel the difference between her feathers in her wings and the feathers under her chest here, because they're very different. Just touch them there and feel the difference. So this is the perfect book for any parent out there who thinks they have a child that might be interested in farming, in terms of making the connection between the food on their plates and where it actually comes from. There we go. And they're soft, aren't they? Do you want to feel the feathers under her chest? Are they really soft? Yeah?
They're really soft.
And why do you think there's a difference between the feathers in her wings and the feathers in her chest?
When she's flying, she needs a lot of weight on it.
She needs a bit of strength in the wings.
Strength.
Chickens don't really fly.
They actually do. They can't fly very far, but I can tell you something. If I give these guys half a chance, they'll head off up into the tree and they'll be messing around up in the tree, and then I have to crawl up in the tree, try and get them back into their house at night time. Now, do you see the feathers there clipped?
Yeah.
Why do you think we did that?
So we can't fly away.
So he can't fly away. And we only clip the feathers on one side. Look, she's trying to get away now. We clipped them a little bit on both sides, but it leaves her a little bit uneven when she flaps her wings, so she can't fly too far. So that's one of the ways we keep her safe.
Well, I would like to know something.
Yeah?
I don't know how they fly, because I've never seen a chicken fly.
You've never seen a chicken fly? Well, you know what? I'm not going to be able to show you how the chicken flies right here, because if the chicken flew away here, we'd have to run a lot to catch it, wouldn't we? Yeah, we might never catch it.
I can run super fast.
Do you know what happened to me one time?
What?
Chicken flew away in St. Stephen's Green, in the middle of Dublin. I never got it back. It could be still under the bushes in St. Stephen's Green, except that was about 6 years ago.
That could be a chicken there.
Yeah.
Imagine.
So, another interesting thing about hens. How many teeth do you think a hen has? Any idea, Ava? Take a guess.
5.
5 teeth? Anyone else? Any other ideas?
16.
16 teeth? What do you reckon?
About 10, roughly 10.
10, roughly 10, give or take. 8 to 12 type thing, yeah? Would you believe it that a hen has no teeth? So a hen, how do you think a hen eats grains if it has no teeth?
Don't know.
Oh, I think it's, my friend told me this because he has chickens.
Yeah.
It's I think they eat it and then they go like that.
Tilt their head back to swallow it?
To swallow it.
Yeah, but how would they kind of chew it? Because you know when you eat your cereal, right? And you give it a good chew before you swallow it, don't you? So how do you think the hen chews her food?
Maybe they have a system in their mouth that just takes it.
You're pretty close, you know. What they actually have down here, see where there's a little bulge there?
Yeah.
There's a little cement mixer there. It's called their gizzard. And what happens is, when they pick up a grain or a worm from the ground, they swallow it, they tilt their head back and swallow it, and it goes down into their gizzard, And because they have a few little stones and pebbles that they swallow as well, they grind down the grains. It's like a cement mixer. It goes round and round in there, and it grinds down the grains so they can digest them.
So it's like the digestive system, it like breaks
Exactly.
food down.
Yeah. And of course, that is such an important message as we try to live more sustainably in terms of sourcing sustainable food, eating sustainable food, and creating a sustainable planet. Say hello to Larry the lamb. Are you afraid?
Larry.
No.
It's actually a girl, so I guess it's kind of Louise the lamb, okay? Do you want to come up and give her a little rub and just feel how lovely and soft that wool is? Soft. Come on now, Tyke, you know these sheep, you know they're safe, yeah? Okay. Oh, she's a bit scared, isn't she? Yeah.
Don't have to worry.
Because
It's
this
okay.
morning she was with all her pals out in the field, and then I put her in a van and brought her up here especially to show you. Come on over here, Ava.
I get to see your pals.
Now stick your fingers into her fleece there, okay? Oh, she wants to get away, doesn't she? You feel that? What's it feel like? It feels soft, yeah. What you can see there's a little bit of wool there. That's a little bit of wool that came out of her. Okay, what can we make with wool, guys?
We can make we can knit stuff, we can like sew,
Yeah.
we can like make jumpers, hats.
And why
we
is
can
it
make
really good
clothes.
for making hats and jumpers?
Because like it's really warm.
It's
and
really
soft.
warm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and when it's winter, it might get very cold.
It can get very cold. So the sheep is really good for leaving outside all winter because she stays lovely and warm all winter long. And if you take a little piece of the wool here, okay, just rub that between your fingers and tell me if you feel a kind of a little oiliness off it, do you? Or even if you stick your fingers into her fleece here, look, and just give that little rub in there. Go on, Ava, don't be scared.
It's kind of,
Does it feel a little bit oily in there?
yeah, it's kind
You
of.
see,
it's
Tyke,
kind
if you put your finger in there.
It's kind of oily and.
Yeah.
It's kind of oily and soft.
Yes. And do you know what the
Very
oil does? It helps the sheep stay waterproof. So not only does the wool keep it warm, the oil helps the water run off. So, you know when you see a sheep up on the side of a mountain
Yeah.
and maybe it's lashing rain and the wind is blowing, you don't need to be worried about them because they're perfectly happy. And that's why you see lots of sheep being farmed in the west, where there's lots of mountains and it's pretty rough out there in the rough winter, right?
Yeah.
So sheep are really suitable for that. But what do we have to do with the sheep every year?
We have to when it gets to the summer and spring, when it gets hot
Yeah,
enough,
and
you have to
take off the wool.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
How do we do that?
With a little trimmer.
With a trimmer, with a shears.
Like
Yeah.
if you cut off your hair.
Exactly, it's just like a haircut. And do you think,
And
do you-
it kind of buzzes.
do you think it hurts the sheep?
No.
Yeah, because it's the same as a haircut, right?
Yeah.
Does a haircut hurt you when you get a haircut?
No.
No. So it's the same for sheep. How do we shear the sheep? Like, I need 2 hands here. How could I shear her?
Like you'd have to.
I'd need a special way to hold her, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
Will I show you how that's done?
Yeah.
Okay, watch this. So you just flip her up like that. Huh? And now look, I've got one hand free.
She's sitting down.
Now she's sitting down and she's nice and comfortable. And look, I've got 2 hands free. And so if I had a shears here, I could use that to cut her wool. And while I have her like this, I can also check her feet to see if they're healthy, okay? So we can see that her hooves are all perfectly healthy, and we can check her udder, no infection there, okay? You see here her little teats? What are they for?
Bitey?
They're for when she has a little baby. Where are they going to get their milk from?
There.
Underneath.
Going to get here, yeah. So they'll be able to, when she has babies, there'll be milk here, and the babies will be able to suckle the milk through the teats. Okay. So, but that's an area that can get infected, so we have to check that as well.
How much does sheep?
Sure.
Does a sheep have like a lifespan or
Yeah. So the same way as us, like I mean, we have a lifespan, right?
it's average?
What age do you hope to live to?
Like
Will you settle for 70?
Mid-80s.
Mid-80s, okay. Well, I'd say a sheep, the average sheep, lasts about maybe 8 years. 8, 9 years, something like that.
Yeah.
So it's a bit like dogs. You know the way dogs generally live for about 10, 12 years?
Yep.
So they don't live as long as us. That's a fact.
Would anyone like to draw an animal?
Yeah.
Yes, okay, great. Tyke, what animal would you like to draw?
A pig.
You'd like to draw a pig?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Everybody
And is your...
drawing.
Everybody's drawing a pig. Well, I think that's fantastic. Do you want to give him a big snout? Ava, he is fantastic. He's absolutely beautiful. Does he want to give him a nice tail?
Yeah.
Yeah, give him a nice tail. And maybe, where is your pig living? Is he in a sty or is he in a field? Or where do you want to put him?
A field.
In a field, okay. Well, we could get some nice
farm animal.
yellow. Would you like to put him in some straw? Do you know when I was drawing the book for Darragh, I had drawn the sheep's eyes, and Darragh told me that the sheep actually have rectangular pupils. So it's circular like this, and then the pupil is this shape. So in the book, you'll probably find it in the book when you get to look at it, the pupils are like this, and it means the sheep can see behind him.
All right, guys. Wow, nice pictures. Did you enjoy that?
Yeah.
So you've a bit of competition ahead, Sally. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget, all you ever want to know about Irish farming and farm animals in the Great Irish Farm Book. And if you want to have a go at drawing your own pictures, don't hesitate to send in a few samples into the Dublin Book Festival. Thanks so much. Okay, everyone, bye.
Bye.